Today we have the Cali Cannabis Queen, Miss Ash, came in the house to sit down with us, talk about more boss ladies in the cannabis industry. You
Yes.
know, yeah. It's definitely a female movement in this here game.
There definitely is, and I'm super excited about it.
Right.
Everything in the industry is really coming together, and women are really supporting each other now, and that's something that wasn't really there just really wasn't a lot of women in this industry, say 10 years ago.
Right.
And now that everything's becoming legal and things are going that way, a lot of people are just really coming together, and it's really nice.
Right.
It's awesome.
Right.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited to try these though.
Yeah. Double wrap and triple cap, man. El Todo. That's our
Yeah.
baby around here. She's the crown jewel of Zana and Planet Z over here. So
Yes.
yeah, that's what we pushing. I appreciate you coming to experience this with
I
us.
really appreciate you having me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no worries, no worries. So shoot, Northern California, man, that's the mecca of this whole thing. That's where
Yeah.
I want to say it all started, huh?
Honestly, I hear that a lot. I do know that a lot comes from NorCal. There's a lot of cultivation up there, and now that like I said earlier, now that everything is being licensed, it's really just growing, like expanding like wildfire across California. And I know a lot of people are like going from NorCal down to here, or people go from SoCal all the way up to NorCal, just to be a part of this industry and grow.
And grow and
Yeah,
grow.
the soil's good.
Right. That's the difference, right? Between for those that don't know, here in California, I would say the biggest difference in our grows from Northern California to Southern California is that it's much hotter here in Southern California, right? So
Right.
it's a lot cooler Northern California, to where their outdoor greenhouse grow is going to come out a lot better than our greenhouse grow here in Southern California, right?
Right.
So then we do more indoor grow in Southern California to acclimate what we can't get from Northern California.
Right.
You
And
know?
yeah, in NorCal you see a lot of outdoor, and you see a lot of greenhouses, and there's a lot of open land out there too, out in the country, so people can just have their little outdoor farm. Here in the city, it's kind of it's hard to do a lot outdoor because, like you said, all the heat and stuff, and then also just traffic.
Right.
So much traffic. It kind of like your guys' facility is amazing how it's all secured and gated, and you really don't see that in NorCal.
No,
It's
no.
kind of just, if it isn't indoor grow, it's kind of just a warehouse in a field or something. Don't get me wrong, there's amazing facilities out there, but it's so much bigger here.
Yeah, it's more of the original
Industrial.
hippie grow out in Northern
Exactly.
California.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Which is cool. I mean, that's the essence of this all, I tell people a lot that honestly I prefer, especially for rolling my cannagars, I would prefer outdoor leaves. It's just something more robust about that outdoor leaf, whether it be greenhouse or outdoor. It's just much larger.
Right.
The
It gets
consistency
all
is
the
better.
full spectrum.
It gets this full spectrum. Now, indoor leaves are good, but yeah, my preference in rolling is an outdoor leaf. A nice, huge outdoor indica leaf just
Right.
does something special in that roll. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's what I do love about Northern California. That trout. That's why it grows so good up there in Northern California. That soil is rich and all
It
of that
is.
good water. You got all that trout poop coming through there. You're getting it fresh right there. So that's why it just comes through and do what it do, that fishy motion.
And there's
know?
also like the soil there is just really rich. In some areas, don't get me wrong, it's not great, but
Right.
there's areas that like the soil's pretty dark. We're getting up towards Oregon where it stays a little bit damper. So up in the mountains, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's that fresh snow water.
Yeah.
Melting into that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So coming from Northern Cali to Southern Cali, that's a 8-hour drive.
Yeah, it's a
and
pretty long drive.
it could turn into a 16-hour drive if you
yeah.
stop in at shop to shop coming down there. Is that kind of how you work? Because you have a delivery service, right?
So pretty much I'll just go from, so if I have like something going on in Sacramento, I'll go from NorCal to Sacramento and then just back up. Or if we have something going on down in SoCal, we come down here and we try to knock out as many birds with one stone as we can. Do everything, since it is such a long drive, we try to do everything at once and then go back up. But sometimes, you know, we are kind of going back and forth. Like we've been back like 3 times in the past 3 months.
Right.
And usually, you know, we try to come just a couple times a year. Well, now we're actually trying to expand again. Like earlier, everything's kind of expanding across California. So I'm going to start flying. But the drive is becoming a lot more bearable, you know, doing it more often.
It really depends on how you time coming in and coming out.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's all about knocking out as many birds with one stone as you can.
Right. That's true. That's true. And there's a lot coming through from up there down here. It's a lot to stop and see.
There really is. There's so much in between here. California's huge. There's literally everything here.
And the drive is not, it's traffic pockets, but other than that, it's a pretty pleasant drive.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
there's 2 highways you can take that just go straight here pretty much. So it's nice. And it's a good break away from, you know, working and stuff, because when you're on the drive, you are kind of just chilling and, you know, minding your own business, not really focusing on the phones and stuff like that. Right. So
that part. So where do you see this, how do you see this marriage happening between the white market and the black market?
Honestly, I kind of see there's 2 sides going on. There's the people who really don't like it because they either want to stay black market or they want to, you know, they don't like the taxes being put in place or the politics behind it. And then I also see like the other side where licensed companies and people in the like full white market are, you know, I see why they want that because they have the ability to do that. And it's really like there's so many standards in the white market that cannabis needs to be held to, and I actually as a connoisseur really appreciate that. So I really do see both sides. It's I think that there's always going to be a little bit of a separation there, but I do see a lot more people hopping on the white market. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm in the process right now of getting completely white market. I'm wanting to go all over California. I want my delivery service to be in NorCal, Central California, and all the way here in SoCal, and possibly other states. That's like my dream.
Okay. And right now, that's the beauty of right now is that we can dream, you know, and as long as we're putting in the work, then you will receive the reward. You know, that's work coming from down there to down here and building those relationships, you know. Right. So that's your worth right there. It's a saying that, you know, your network is your net worth. Right. And that's all you're doing is building your web so you can catch more fish. Exactly. You know, and that's the goal. Yeah. Well, I think it's time for us to get into elevation. Agreed. You know, since we done educated a little bit, let's elevate a little bit. I like that for you.
Thank you.
So yeah, these puppies here, this is our labor of love. This is our work right here. You know, so I say all the time, I started this in my garage, and now you know I've been fortunate enough to come to this big, beautiful facility, and
it truly is amazing here. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's really clean.
It's a pharmaceutical now at this point, you know. Like you said, we've breached the gap to come all the way to this point to where everything has a master batch record or a CGMP to where it keeps us with gloves and masks and all of that stuff, you know. Which, as a connoisseur, again, I appreciate that, you know, to make sure that I get a good product. But at the same time, I can understand how the black market gets smothered out by it at the same time.
Also, there's a lot of greed. That's kind of like what happens in like the women in the cannabis industry. I don't want to say men, but with my experience, I've had a lot of men in the mainly black market cannabis industry who, you know, try to tear my business down, have left fake reviews on Weed Maps or, you know, things to just try to tear my business apart. But I just want to see everybody build up because as being a member of the cannabis community, all of us are supposed to come together and work together.
That's the whole
this
hippie
plant,
movement.
exactly.
You know?
This plant is based on love. Coming from NorCal, I feel that.
There it is. There it is. Energy is key, you know,
Right.
and it doesn't die. It just transfers, you know, and that's why I insist on keeping good energy around me. So just whatever energy that
Right.
does bounce off of each other is good energy. You know?
Right.
So
Yes,
I believe you are what you eat and the company you keep.
Yep.
So everybody has choices,
Mm-hmm.
and I choose not to have negative energy. That's why we stay green. I think green is a good energy. It's been good for me.
Yes, it's an uplifting color in general too.
Yes,
so
it is.
It's perfect.
Yeah. I'm a Taurus, so all of this just runs into my zodiac sign. You know, I'm a Taurus. Our sign is the bull. Our color is green. So it found me, you know.
Well, I'm a Libra, so I'm like the balance.
Oh, there it is.
I'm like.
And that is actually a scale for Libra, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Balance is key in life.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have that, man, well, shoot, you're off balance.
Yeah, definitely.
That's never fun.
Yep.
Yeah, so with these, it's a cigar made out of all cannabis,
And
you
it
know.
tastes really good.
Thank
I'm
you.
amazed.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a different a way of smoking. You know, I would like to say it's just a different class of smoking. You know.
I feel fancy.
There you go, as you should. You know, as you should. I feel like everybody deserves to feel fancy at least once in their life. You know.
Yes.
And if you're feeling fancy once, you might as well do it twice.
Right.
You know? Yeah, a lot of people like to ask me, how long do these smoke? Man,
They're hard.
I've tried to tell them how long, but they last me so many days, I got to get a camera crew so they can cut and paste because I'll be tapping out. You know? I'm going to have to show me smoking a piece, eating, it passing me out, waking up, smoking it again, eating it, passing me out, you know?
Right.
To give her her full just due.
They're definitely very dense. I can see where they would take a while.
Man. I mean, I think it might be worthy of the dank bank. But look, I'm going to educate you a little bit here. So you got to give it a puff, a quarter turn, a puff, a quarter turn, and a pull to get that right smoke. So I'll show you here. You give it. And then with the cigar, you get a better taste when you put it in your mouth about this much, and then you twist it out. So that's the quarter turn, right?
Right,
That's why a gentleman,
yeah,
that's why a gentleman nor a lady ever shares a cigar, right? So you put it in your mouth a little, and twist it as you pull it out, and that'll keep your ash burning nice. You see how it came off a little bit. So then just keep twisting it. You taste it a little more when you have it on your palate right there, huh?
Yeah. Wow. I've never smoked a cigar, so that was interesting to learn.
Yeah, so that's the difference in pulling it like a joint, because it's not going to really smoke that way well to start running like that. But if you give it that puff quarter turn, it's going to have that ash just
Right.
ever so pleasantly build on that end. And with cigars, you're not supposed to dispel the ash. It's kind of like an incinerant, you know. That ash just sits there and helps it burn through.
Oh.
Yeah. And in the cigar world, you can kind of tell the quality of the roll as well as the content by the ash. So how long the ash stays on there, like an inch, half inch, that's the quality of how it's rolled. And the color is the quality of the content. So if it's black, it's not really any good inside.
If those ashes are white, you know it's good.
Yeah, you know. So, but again, if you're a connoisseur, you know that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
different. Not supposed to ash it.
Not supposed to ash it. You know, I have to get
the ashes don't want to come off either. I'm like having to actually
to roll it off, huh?
Yeah.
See, it's a part of that roll. It's an experience, not just a smoke.
Right.
You know, it's crazy. Like I say, a lot of old school smokers, they don't want to be taught nothing new. Just let me smoke, you know. But this is it's a different situation. It's kind of like makes you want to sit and enjoy a glass of bourbon while you smoking it, you know.
Right. Or water. I like water.
Matter of fact, we're gonna take a swig of that. You know, because this thing is already getting to me.
Yeah.
So from the Dutch smoking earlier, what do you say between the two?
Oh, definitely the Canagar.
And you, actually, when you that Dutch, I tasted it, and it was pretty smooth.
Yeah, it's that Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, that's
that
some good
also
part.
was some locally grown weed from NorCal.
Okay, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
We're gonna have to get a nug vision in here so we can put some nugs under a camera and let y'all see what people bring in. Yep.
I almost ashed it, but then I didn't.
Cartridge rope.
Yeah. So how long have you been rolling these? I think I seen one of your podcasts saying 8 years.
Yeah, about 8, 9. I've been trying to figure out. It's been a while. I done lost track of time now. But
you've definitely gotten good at it. These are amazing.
Thank you. You know, it's 2021. I know we started. I have to be. I think like 20. I don't know now. I have to go back and see when we formed Genesis Organics, because that's about when we did it. But it's been about 8, 9 years. Yeah.
Wow.
It's my labor of love. I just it's as much as I enjoy smoking them, I enjoy rolling them. You know, it just really it
really
relaxes
looks
me.
like an art. The way this thing is literally, like, you can see the individual leaves.
Yeah.
Everything.
You can see how the rosin is ever so slightly placed in there, you know.
Yeah, I see that.
Then you kind of get it in the quality of the roll. You over there taking off on me. You see, I done just barely got here. You know, Ashley ran through her. She halfway through. She over there chiefing. Boss lady.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm not mad at you. You over there enjoying that.
I am. I really am.
You know?
I like the rosin in there too. Sometimes I like to put some on the Dutches and stuff, so that's a nice little addition.
A beautiful terp profile, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
It's like a salad. Once you start smoking it, you can kind of taste everything. You taste the leaf, you taste the flower blend, you taste the rosin. You know, it's all there.
And the rosin was made from hash?
Yes.
Yeah, that's personally my favorite way to consume rosin.
Man.
I feel like it's so much cleaner than flower rosin. Don't get me wrong, I still love flower rosin, but it definitely is a lot cleaner. Yeah,
it's like that keef. I don't know. It's like you say, it's just cleaner. I know the leaf is the leaf, but when you just have that keef and you can't see no plant matter in it, oh man, it presses. It just, I'm gonna start videoing that. Just how beautiful it just squeezes out of there. It's amazing. It's amazing.
What do I do when the ash gets like that, though?
Typically you would just let it fall on your person, but you can ash it out. Just roll it out. That's what they call a smoker's jacket.
Oh,
that's what a smoker's jacket is for. Yeah.
I've heard of that. Okay.
You just continue to smoke and let it fall on your smoker's jacket. When you leave, you hang it up in the smoker's room and, you know, walk out on some player stuff. That's a good hit. That retro heel tastes beautiful, doesn't it?
It does.
Man. Yeah, you got to be a connoisseur to know about any of that ash. They don't know. You know? They don't know. Yes, I would love to get some of that high end from up north and just, you know, do a collaboration maybe with a grow up there.
Oh, that would be awesome.
You know, that's what we do at the Canagar Rolling Company. If there's any other companies that are interested, you know, we actually roll 4 different brands and a white label it and make it happen for them.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
I'm always interested in collaborations because I like seeing what companies can do together. You know, some of my favorite companies back in NorCal would be like Ember Valley. Lumpy's started in NorCal, but I'm not sure where they're at now, but that's definitely one of my favorite brands, and I can still get it in NorCal. It's awesome. But I'm always interested to see what they're coming out with next and what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. And that's what I like, messing with the OGs in the game, you know? That original, you know, that got their favorite plants that they like to grow. And, you know, that right now, I love where it's going, but I do want to get back to the original OGs of smoking, you know, that a real OG, you know, as opposed to these exotics.
Yeah, like, so I'm pretty young. I don't have, like, much experience with any older strains, but from what I've heard, you know, when you can get your, like, I've had some Gorilla Glues, and I've definitely had some OGs and stuff, but from what I've heard, they just don't hit like these new strains.
No.
But I love all these exotics. Like, absolutely love all the different varieties. We have every different terpene profile you could think of in a weed strain now. Yeah.
That's what that is crazy. You can taste it, like the papayas and the wedding cakes, or cookies and cream. You get those tones and notes of all of that in there. You know, if it's grown properly,
you
can
really
taste it all throughout it. You know.
We had just gotten some apple fritter not long ago, and it smelled like apple fritter.
See?
Like, it was so good. Amazing. Yeah. But that actually came from here in SoCal.
Okay. Yeah. And you know it's right when you can taste it and then damn near smell it and taste it all at the same time. Yeah, that's when you got that stuff right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can see that, you know. But, yeah, it's all coming together, you know, and it is good. I see cannabis like there's the boutique store, Royal Highness in Palm Springs. That's, you know, there's some ladies that own it, and they do a really good job of keeping it real fancy at their store. All of their promotions are real fancy, high end, you know. I really feel as though the cannabis industry is kind of geared kind of like the makeup industry, right? It's like you're selling a chapstick or a mascara, you know?
Yeah, the promotion. When I first started, all I could focus on was really promotion, because when I started, I had absolutely no patience. Absolutely. I had like a support system, but it was very small because I'm in a small area. So everything was about advertising and promotions and making it look perfect and, you know, building it up that way. So it very much is similar. Like, you have to get the perfect pictures of it. It has to be, you know, the perfect product, stuff like that, you know, in the sense of like the makeup industry and, you know, the way
it's being presented.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite words is sexy. My other is accountability. I think accountability is sexy, you know. But that's what I believe sells cannabis as well. That's the level I think cannabis will be on. Not the, I don't know. I don't know.
It is true. No, that is true. I do agree.
Yeah, that's the nostalgia it seems to hold, you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I think that's just, you know, standards these days.
Very true. Very true.
Very true.
Yeah. So the future for you, Miss Cannabis Cali Cannabis Queen, is from NorCal, Central, SoCal, on the market. Your delivery service, or are you looking to have a store?
So I would like to be both. Okay. I would like to have storefronts all across California, but with delivery service, because one big thing about being a delivery service is not everybody can get to the dispensary.
True.
So, you know, I get a lot of those patients who just can't make it, who don't have time, who are just too anxious to even go into a dispensary. They don't want to be, like, judged or something by, you know, say a coworker or whatever. True. So those people will, get a delivery. And if there weren't delivery services, they wouldn't know what to do.
That's very true. That's very true.
And so it makes me happy that I can help so many people out, but, like, I would also love to be a storefront.
Okay. That makes absolute sense. And honestly, thinking of delivery, until you said that like that, I never really thought of it like that. You know how you are providing a real big service for those people that have all of those and probably many more reasons why they can't go to the dispensary.
And I do also get a lot of disabled patients.
Right.
So people who physically can't go in, or like say their caregiver has them on cannabis or like oils or something. Mm-hmm. They don't want to take them into an actual dispensary, or, you know, they don't have time. Now, since it's recreational, but back in the day, like, say, you know, sometimes somebody with a script would order, but the person who doesn't have a script is, like, trying to be the one who has medication, like seizures and stuff like that, you know.
Mm-hmm. True.
So, like, definitely somebody who has bad seizures, I can see them not wanting to get up and drive somewhere, you know, because that's kind of scary.
Not knowing if something may happen in between.
Right, because a lot of seizure patients use cannabis, like, heavily, because it's something that you can still function on, but it's not like a heavily, like a
sedative situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And some people like myself, I'm an active cannabis smoker. You know, I have no. It kind of it gives me my get up and go. It's kind of like, I guess, some people's morning Joe.
Same though.
Yeah.
So I totally feel that.
And there's nothing better for me than a Canagar and a cup of coffee. You know, just seems to go well.
Right.
Yeah.
I usually do about the same. I wake up, I smoke a blunt and have breakfast, and sometimes coffee, sometimes just water.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get on your regimen and add water. Just water.
I gotta drink a lot of water and kind of remind myself water is really good for you.
Our body is 90% water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we should keep a lot of it in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we really, really appreciate you, Miss Ash, coming out, sitting down, experiencing our product with us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really enjoy these. You do really well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I keep forgetting not to ash it because I'm so used to smoking blunts.
That's all right. You look at she's running nice and even for you now. That means you've been smoking it right.
Yeah, I've been trying. Yeah.
Yeah. Good deal. Good deal. Well, we always love to educate and elevate, you know. So, again, it's a pleasure having you out and hope to have you back with us again.
Yeah, I would love to be back.
Yeah, any developments or promotions that you have upcoming or collabs that you got going, and feel free to come back.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
Do you have anything now you want to promote?
I would love to promote my own business, the Dank Bank and Sweet Relief. Those are my two little companies. I want to get licensed down here in SoCal for them both. I would love to, work in a baking facility here in SoCal, a licensed baking facility, and bring the macaroons because, like I said, I don't see those really medicated anywhere, so and they're really hard to make.
Okay.
And everybody loves a good macaroon.
And I'm in that batch. I love good macaroon.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never had a home-baked macaroon like that, you know.
Yeah, next time I will definitely bring you some.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah, definitely. Hold me to it.
There it is. All right. Well, that's another episode of the Verde Room, man. We really appreciate you coming in, and hopefully you were sitting down smoking with us. Tap in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time. Smoke well.